Today is a special day, you guys. First and foremost, it's my birthday. I love a good birthday. And secondly, I am going treasure hunting. So I got my parents a book for Christmas. It's called There's Treasure Inside, and it's written by a Bitcoin millionaire named Jon Collins-Black. I got this book from my parents for Christmas. I really got it from my dad thinking he'd get a kick out of it. He really wasn't that interested, but my mom got super into the book. By the way, I'll put the link for this book down in the show notes in case you're interested in checking it out. Anyway, so it's written by this Bitcoin billionaire who hid 5 treasures across the United States. 4 of them are small treasures valued at least $100,000. And then there's one big treasure, which I'm pretty sure is valued at over $1 million. And in the 4 smaller treasures, you'll find clues to the big treasure. So this book is all about finding these 5 treasures. And one of them is on the Appalachian Trail somewhere. If you are unfamiliar, the Appalachian Trail is a 2,200-mile footpath that passes through 14 states from Georgia to Maine. I hiked it a few years ago, and I have a whole playlist about the AT if you're interested in learning more about it. The treasure could be anywhere on the trail across these 14 states. Where is it? I'm really not sure, but my family and I are gonna go look for it for the weekend. So in this book, the 4 small treasures each just get 1 chapter, and then the whole book has clues about the big treasure. So in this Appalachian Trail chapter of the book, it gives some clues about where this treasure might be, and it includes a treasure map. And it's not just a map, because on the map there are little clues about where the treasure could be. For example, there's a bushel of what looks like apples. There's a mountain lion. There's a skier or snowboarder, I forget which. So you're supposed to use the clues on the map and in the chapter to try to find the treasure. And for all of these treasures, none of them are buried. They're above ground somewhere. And they're also all within 3 miles of a road, I believe. And by the way, Jon Collins-Black was very specific about the fact that none of his treasure boxes are located in dangerous locations. You shouldn't have to do anything dangerous to find one of them. So because of those clues, I'm just putting out a wild guess that the treasure is in Vermont. My mom's gotten really into the book. She loves treasure hunts. I should have known she was the one who would like the book. She used to make little treasure hunts for us as kids. So we're gonna go to Vermont and visit the Appalachian Trail for the weekend and look for the treasure. Do I think we're gonna find the treasure? Probably not. By the way, it is in a treasure box, which is super fun. We watched Muppet Treasure Island last night for inspiration. But even if we come back empty-handed, which we probably will, at least we get a nice family weekend away together before I head out for the Pacific Crest Trail. So anyway, I thought I would bring you guys along for this little adventure out to Vermont, and maybe it'll inspire you to go look for your own treasure. So let's go. And by the way, shout out to my friends Kimmy and Josh who first told me about this book. We are on the road from New York, heading eastbound to Vermont. And after a long several-hour drive, we've made it. We've got 2 days out here, so we're checking in 2 different locations. This is the first. So this is the area that my mom wanted to check. She thought it looked like the map. We're looking in crevices and rocks, inside of trees, things like that. Just moseying around, checking it out, saying hi to my old friend, the Appalachian Trail. My family doesn't really share my passion for hiking, so it's just fun to get them out here. In typical AT fashion, it's gloomy as heck out here. There's so many of these rocky outcroppings here. It's like it could be so many different places. It's wild. So the AT, I feel like, is a good place to hide a treasure. And sometimes, often actually, the trail is all rocks. Okay, day one was a bust, so today we're trying a different location. And I wanted to share what the treasure looks like. This is the book here. So that's the treasure box that we're looking for. And the chapter starts out with a poem by Robert Motherwell. And it goes, "Walk on a rainbow trail, walk on a trail of song, and all about you will be beauty. There is a way out of every dark mist over a rainbow trail." And then here is a quick look at the map as well. Wish us luck. So today we're going to a specific point on the trail that my brother Brian picked out based on the clues in the book, on the map. So yesterday was kind of a wild goose chase. That was my mom's spot that she wanted to check out. And today it's more of a targeted spot based on what Brian thinks. So let's go, round two. Beautiful treasure hunting weather we're having today. There was a big ice storm here last night. Everything is covered in a sheet of ice. I'm not sure we should be out here, to be honest. I've been hearing things fall from the trees. Doesn't seem super safe. Might turn around. No treasure. If you're gonna hike the AT, get used to this gloomy, foggy weather, because you're gonna see a lot of it. Look at this poor tree, all covered in ice, shrinking down. Well, I asked the family if they wanted to keep going in this, and they said yes. So I guess we're gonna keep going. I keep my wits about me in case anything falls above my head. I guess if nothing else, this is good training for the PCT. Okay, I've made it to the spot where Brian wanted to check. Here's the problem. You're not supposed to be able to see it if snow is covering the ground. Check all of it out. Snow is definitely covering the ground. So, gonna look around anyway, we'll see. A lot of rocks and things it could be hiding in around here. I suggested that March might not be the best time to come to the AT in Vermont, but alas, here we are. Whole lot of hidey holes here. What the heck is that, Brian?
I don't know, what happened?
Downed power lines. These were not here before. Bad news bears. Alas, we return unsuccessful. We do return with our lives though, and we didn't get decked with any of the frozen fallen limbs from trees that were constantly coming down around us. So hey, I think we're winners after all. Hope this inspires you to go on your own treasure hunt, and if you find anything, I hope you'll remember me.